See the question on the screen. Question number 5. Rahul consigned goods worth 60,000 to John on 1st July 2016. So here Rahul is the consignor and John is the consignee. The goods sent on consignment are 60,000 rupees worth goods. So see, he is not giving us the quantity of goods. He is only giving us the value of goods. Rahul spent rupees 5,000 as his expenses. So whose expenses are these? This 5,000 rupees?
Consignor.
Consignor's expenses. And he is not mentioning which type of expense it is, right? So just leave it like that. John incurred rupees 3,000 as his expenses of consignment. So these are the expenses of consignee. So consignor's expenses are 5,000. Consignee's expenses are 3,000. John sold 4/5 of the goods for rupees 80,000. So see, he did not mention the quantity of goods. So even in the case of sale, he says John sold 4/5 of the goods for 80,000. So now how will we calculate what is the unsold stock? So how many goods are unsold? Can anyone tell me?
12,000.
I'm not asking the amount, just tell me how much will be unsold. He has sold 4/5 of the goods. That means how many are left?
1/5 of the sold.
1/5 of the goods are left over. So 1/5 of which amount? 1/5
60,000.
60,000. Correct. And John yeah, we will calculate that. John sold 4/5 of the goods for rupees 80,000. So 80,000 is the sale value. John is entitled to a commission of 5% on sales. So his commission is also given. Prepare journal entries and necessary ledger accounts in the books of both the parties. So is the question clear? Consignor is Rahul. Consignee is John. Goods sent on consignment are 60,000. Consignor's expenses are 5,000. Consignee's expenses are 3,000. Sale is 80,000. Commission is 80,000 into 5%. Right? Till here it is clear. So which step we do not have in consignment here? What is the step which is not given here? Yes, can anyone tell me which step is not given?
Advance.
Yes, advance is not given. Right, so advance is not given, so we will not write entry related to advance. All other things are given, right? So first we'll have to calculate the value of unsold stock. So we know there are 3 steps in the unsold stock. Step number 1, so start writing. Our step number 1 is cost of unsold goods. So how do I calculate the cost of unsold goods? The total number of goods are 60,000. I will multiply this with 1/5 because I know 4/5 of the goods are sold. So only 1/5 is left over. So 60,000 into 1/5, how much do I get? It would be 12,000, right? So I will take the 12,000. What is next step number 2? I should add proportionate non-recurring expenses of consignor. Now see, in this question, he did not tell us what are the types of expenses, right? He only told Rahul incurred 5,000 and John incurred 3,000. So whenever he doesn't mention the type of expenses, we always assume that all consignor's expenses are non-recurring and all consignee's expenses are recurring. So what we will do, we will leave consignee's expenses because we are assuming that they are recurring. So just forget about consignee's expenses. We will take only consignor's expenses. So see how much are consignor's expenses? It is 5,000. So how should I calculate the proportionate part now? Can anyone tell me? How do I do? How do I calculate the proportionate
Multiply
part?
by 1/5.
Yeah, I can simply divide it, multiply it with 1/5. So 5,000 into 1/5, that will give me 1,000. Now that's it. I do not have any proportionate non-recurring expenses of consignee because all consignee's expenses are recurring. So this is the value of my unsold stock. So value of consignment stock, final amount is 13,000. So I will just write this in bold, 13,000, right? So my first step is completed. Any doubts in consignment stock? Otherwise, I'll proceed quickly and finish. Do I continue with the ledger?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have already calculated consignment stock. Now for the ledger account, quickly tell me how should I start and what entry should I write? The first entry is always?
To goods sent on
Yeah, to goods sent on consignment. And the amount is given to us as 60,000, right? Step number 2 is consignor's expenses. So I will write the entry as to cash. I can either write it as cash or I can write it as bank, right? In brackets, expenses. And consignor's expenses are given to me as 5,000. Step number 3 is advance. I do not have any advance in the question, so I will leave that step. Step number 4 is, what is step number 4? It is consignee's expenses. I will have to write the entry as to the name of consignee. The consignee is John here. In brackets, his expenses. And consignee's expenses are given as 3,000. My next step is sale. Sale will come on the credit side of consignment account because it is an income. So I will write the entry again as by John because consignee is selling the goods. In brackets, write it as sales. And the amount of sales in the question is given as 80,000. Right? So till here we are done. What is the next step now?
commission.
Commission of consignee, right? So I need to again come back to debit side because commission is an expenditure. So I will write the entry as to John again. In brackets, I will write commission. And how much is his commission? We have to calculate 80,000 into 5%. So quickly tell me how much will I get?
4,000.
4,000. So I will take the amount 4,000 in the amount column. Now what is the next step?
Consignment.
Consignment stock. And consignment stock will always come on the credit side. So I will write the entry on the credit side as consignment stock. Now you can ask me, why am I taking consignment stock on the credit side? I'm taking it on the credit side because it is the goods which are coming back. So it is like an income for me. And I have already calculated the value of consignment stock. It is 13,000. So I will take this 13,000. Now what is the next step? Tell me the next step. What is our next step in this?
Profit and loss account
I should
calculate.
calculate my profit and loss, right? So calculate the profit and loss. Which side is more? Credit side shows me a total of 93,000. So tell me the difference quickly. Credit side is appearing to be more. The total here is 93,000. So tell me the profit. The debit side is less. That means we have a profit. So I'll write the entry as, what do I write?
To profit and loss account.
Yes, to profit and loss account. In brackets, profit, because it is profit, it is not loss. So tell me the value of profit. I'm waiting.
21,000.
21,000. Okay, so this is my profit. I have written the value of profit and let me see. Yes, it's 21,000 only. And whenever you're writing the totals, remember you will write the totals under 2 lines. I'm writing it as bold. So anyone has a doubt in consignment account? Is it clear or there is a doubt in this? No one is asking. So I'm assuming there is no doubt. Okay. And always remember, in every problem of consignment, you will have the same entries.
Ma'am, your voice is too low, ma'am.
Is it okay now? It's still low. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so consignment account, I hope it's clear. And remember, for every question, you'll have the same entries. The entries will differ only if you do not have one or two cases there. Otherwise, for every question, the entries remain the same, right? So do I continue with the consignees account now?
Yes, ma'am.
So consignees account, we know he will write only 5 entries: advance, commission, expenses, sale, and balance. And out of these 5 also, in the present question, we do not have advance. So that means we are left over only with 4 entries in the books of, in the consignees account prepared by the consigner, right? So how do I start with? The first entry will be for
Sales to consignment account.
sales. So it will come on the debit side, right? So I will write the entry as consignment on the debit side. See, you can see this entry. The consignment account you have written by John, and this is John's account. So put the heading here as John's account. I've written consignee. You also need to write his name. So this is John's account. In brackets, I've written consignee. So first one is to consignment account, and the amount of sales is 80,000. Right? The next entry will be for, what do I write the next entry for? His expenses. So come to the credit side. Again, I'll write the entry as by consignment. And the amount of expenses is 3,000. The next entry will be for his commission. So once again, credit side. And the entry will be by consignment. And his commission was how much? Commission is 4,000. That's it. Now what do I do?
Balance, calculating balance.
Yes, we need to find out the balance, and we will assume that the balance is paid through cash or bank, because he did not mention anything in the question. So our assumption will be that he's paying it through cash or bank. So find out the balance. And see here, debit side is more, credit is less. So we will write here as by cash, in brackets, the balance. And how much is that balance amount? It will be 73,000. 73,000 is the balance. And then put the totals on both the sides. Totals are 80,000. Right. So the consignees account is also over. Remember, these same entries I'm just transferring here. So wherever you have written John, all those entries will come to consignees account. Now go to the third account, which is the goods sent on consignment account. How many entries do we get in this account? We get only 2 entries.
2 entries.
Yes. The first one is for sending the goods on consignment. The next entry is for closing it by transferring to trading account. So see here you have written consignment account, goods sent on consignment. So in the goods sent on consignment account, we will write it as debit side or credit side? I'll write it as the credit side as by consignment account. And the amount is 60,000. So whatever is the balance in this account, it should be closed by transferring it to trading account. So the entire 60,000 is only the balance, because we do not have anything on the debit side, right? So I will write the entry as to trading for the entire 60,000. So to trading account, the entire 60,000 will come here. That's it. And now put the totals on both the sides. Yes, I have put the totals and my account is closed. So I prepared all the accounts in the books of consignor. See here, this is consignment account, consignees account, and goods sent on consignment account. Now we come to the last thing. So your next heading is ledger accounts in the books of consignee. And who is the consignee here? 1 second. Did we write it wrong? Yeah.
John.
Consignor. consignor is Rahul. So we will write the name here as Rahul's account. So this is Rahul's account, who is the consignor. And if you remember, consignor's account and consignee's account will be exactly similar to each other, but they will be opposite. Entries will be on the opposite side, otherwise they will be similar to each other. So how do we, so same 4 entries which you have written in consignee's account will appear in the consignor's account also. Only these 4 entries, right? So we will start first, but they'll be on the opposite side. Remember that. It will always appear on the opposite side. One second. Okay. So the sale value will come on the credit side. There we have taken debit side. So here we will write it either directly as by cash or by bank, because the consignee is himself selling the goods, right? So we will write the entry as by cash. In brackets, write it as sale. And the sale value is given to us as 80,000. Now coming to the expenses. So come to the debit side. Again, you will write the expenses as cash because consignee is himself spending them. His expenses are 3,000. Is there one column extra? One second. There is one extra column here. Yes. So the expenses are 3,000 and the next entry will be for commission. So for commission, we will not write cash. We will directly write commission because commission is not being spent. The consignee will get this commission from the consignor later. So we will write the amount directly as commission. That's it. So we have transferred all the 3 entries. The last entry is for the balance. So again, we are assuming balance is paid in cash. So 2 cash balance and the amount would be same 73,000. Now put the totals on both the sides. The totals are 80,000. That's it. And we are completed with the accounts. So quickly take it down. Our question is completed. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. We have done all the 3 ledger accounts in the books of consignor and also the ledger account in the books of consignee.